Okay, if you're a business owner, you know there's one task that, let's be honest, everyone dreads: chasing down late payments. It is draining, it's awkward, and it eats up so much time. But what if that could all change? Today, we are diving into how AI voice agents are completely flipping the script on the world of collections.
Seriously, just take a second and think about it. How much of your valuable time gets sucked into phone calls just tracking down money you've already earned? Is it a couple of hours? 5? Maybe even more. This isn't just some small annoyance. It is a huge drain on your most important resource, your time.
And that right there brings us to what we can call the collector's dilemma. See, this isn't just about how frustrating the calls are. It's really about the hidden cost, the crippling effect that chasing cash has on your ability to not just stay afloat, but to actually grow your business.
For the average small business owner, that number on your screen, that's the reality. 10 hours. That is more than a full workday, every single week, gone, just making collection calls. Let's imagine a business owner. We'll call him Steve. Steve is losing 10 hours of his life every single week to this one soul-crushing task.
So, what do those 10 lost hours really mean? Well, that's 10 hours you're not spending landing new clients, you're not refining your business strategy, and you're definitely not expanding. It's just pure lost opportunity.
To really get the full picture of the impact here, let's look at a tale of two businesses. This is the story of the collector versus the grower. And man, it just perfectly illustrates the two very different paths a business can go down, all based on this one single activity. Just look at this contrast. It's pretty stark, right? On one side, you've got Steve's trades, spending 10 hours a week chasing $70,000 in overdue payments. And his business? It's completely stagnant. Now look at his competitor, Tom's trades, 0 hours on collections. His biggest problem is figuring out how to expand into new territory. So while Steve is stuck on the phone, Tom is out there literally grabbing his market share. And the only real difference? The primary tool they're using.
This quote right here, it just says it all. For every 10 hours Steve spends trying to collect money he's already owed, he's losing 10 hours that could have been used to bring in new money and actually strengthen his business. He's stuck in this awful cycle of just trying to stay afloat. So how in the world is Tom doing it? Well, it's time to meet the secret weapon behind his success. And this isn't about working harder. It's all about working smarter with a powerful, new kind of team member.
So what exactly is an AI voice agent? Simply put, it's a tool that uses an unbelievably realistic, human-sounding voice to handle all those phone tasks automatically. But, and this is key, it's so much more than a robocaller. These agents can handle common objections, they can schedule callbacks, they can even process payments right there on the call, all without a human needing to lift a finger.
Let's give it a name to make it real. Tom's agent is called Wendy. And Wendy is incredible at her job. Get this, she successfully connected with 85% of all of Tom's overdue accounts in the last year. That's not just efficiency, that is an absolute game changer.
But why is an AI agent like Wendy so much more effective? Well, think about it. Unlike us, Wendy never gets tired or emotional. She never gets offended. She never judges a customer, never has a bad day, and she never just had a fight with someone before picking up the phone. And because she's never flustered, she can handle all those tricky objections and payment conversations with perfect, calm consistency every single time.
Okay, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds amazing, but it has to be crazy expensive, right? Let's actually break down the numbers and try to reframe this. We really need to see this not as an expense, but as a seriously strategic investment.
And look, this is the most important question for any small business owner, bar none. Can you actually afford to bring a tool like this into your operation? Well, the answer might just surprise you.
Take a look at this chart. On one side, you have the annual salary of a full-time human collector, and on the other, the cost of an AI voice agent like Wendy. It's not even a fair fight. The AI agent comes in at a tiny fraction of the cost, all while delivering these incredibly consistent and powerful results.
And this really shows the true value. You're not replacing people. In fact, by freeing up all that time, you're actually creating the capacity to win more contracts, which means you need a bigger human team to get the work done. The AI agent just makes your whole operation more profitable and lets your people focus on what they do best.
So let's bring this all home. This technology is not some sci-fi fantasy anymore. It is a real tool that is giving businesses a massive competitive edge right now, today. We're at a critical moment where you kind of have to decide which side of this divide you want to be on. When it's all said and done, it boils down to this simple phrase:
This is about reclaiming your most valuable asset. Take back the hours you've been losing to tedious, draining tasks and reinvest them into the parts of your business that actually bring you joy and drive real growth.
And make no mistake about it, this is happening whether you jump on board or not. While Steve is stuck on the phone, his competitor Tom is already crossing into his territory, and he's armed with a tool that makes him faster, way more efficient, and way more focused on expansion.
We'll end with this one thought. The technology isn't coming soon, it's already here. It's accessible, it's affordable, and it is incredibly effective. So the real question for any business owner today isn't, can I afford to use it? It's, can I really afford not to?